Man, why
Come
you keep
on.
talking about Karl Anthony Towns like he's Spencer Haywood or something? Like he cool, bro. He alright, man.
Who's talking about him like that?
And you talking
Me?
about him like he like the 82 Moses Malone or something, man. Karl Anthony Towns got 50 on you, bro. He alright, man.
So you
Calm
saying
down.
that Towns can't drop 50 on you? Is that
No,
what you're trying to say?
no, you talk about it, man, like he's Moses Malone, bro. He alright, bro.
That's the best shooting big man in NBA history.
Please
What are
stop
you
saying that.
talking about?
Please stop saying that.
From three ball,
Please stop.
he's the best.
Please
From
stop
three
saying that.
ball, he's the best.
No,
So who's from three ball? Who's better than him?
I take Dirk.
Nah, the numbers. I already did a show on that. I did a 2-hour show on that. We went through all the numbers. Dirk shot well, but he's not. Towns is a way better shooter. He's the best. Like when you add career, like see, look at perfect example. Look at this year, right? This year, Jokić is leading the league in threes, right? But Towns is always in the top 5 every year. So even when he does it, it's like Steph. Steph don't lead the league in 3-point percentage every year. He don't even lead the league in the most 3-point attempts and makes every year. But he's still the best of all time. Towns is the same way. If you look at all if you go back like the last 6-7 years, how many years you want to go back, you're going to see Towns is in the top 4 or top 10 every year. Even the years where he's not having a good year. Jokić never did that, right? Embiid never did that. These guys knock down threes, and Jokić is shooting phenomenal. But, he hasn't done it for the stretch of time that Towns has done it. That's why Towns is regarded as the best 3-point shooting big man of all time. And he shot more threes than Dirk, too. Not to put Dirk down in that regard, because Dirk played in a different era where people that wasn't shooting threes like how they shoot
I'm
today.
about to say, you can't just look at stats, man. You got to look at the game. It's just like
Yeah, you got to look at the game.
It's like people say Kobe Bryant was inefficient. It's like, bro, like he played in probably the most defensive era in basketball history, and he
that
shot
is the toughest. Yeah.
But people go back and he's inefficient. Like Dirk is the greatest shooting big man of all time, man.
No, he's not. Not percent. Now, forget makes and stuff like that, but percentage-wise, no, that's not true. Towns is the best percentage-wise. I don't feel like pulling it up. I did it already. If you want to see that, go look at a level-headed Knicks talk from like
if Bob doesn't do Anthony Towns, his percentage would be higher.
If say that again?
If Dirk in his prime played in the same time with Karl Anthony Towns, his percentage will be probably the same or higher.
Okay, and if the Knicks didn't get hurt, if Ewan didn't get hurt in '98, Knicks win the championship. What are we talking about? If we could say whatever we want.
Man, that's what I was gonna say. Can't you just say? Like people go back and look at the stats and say, "Oh man, Devin Booker was as great a scorer as Kobe Bryant." Like, no, he's not. It's just that the numbers say he is, no, he's not. Like you watch basketball, he's not.
No, I get what you I agree with a lot of what you're saying. I'm just saying about percentage-wise, straight 3-point percentage, knocking down the three, taking threes, because an argument could be made like, okay, your percentage is better than mine because you shoot less than me. It's the inverse for Towns. He shoots more, and his percentage is better. That's why he's the best 3-point shooting big man of all times. Now, will he stay like that for years? Go ahead. We say it again.
Well, less defense though.
Whose fault is that? But Dirk didn't. So hold on, Dirk didn't have really defense that could guard him too, especially from the 3-point line. Them big guys. You think the big guys today is terrible at 3-point defense? Them dudes in the early 2000s was not defending the 3-ball either. Them big guys in the early.
So is Karl Anthony Towns a better 3-point shooter than Larry Bird?
Larry Bird is not really a 7-footer though. We talking about 7-footer, like. Yes, Larry Bird was like 6'10". He was a big guy, but he ain't a 7-footer. Like
general was Karl Anthony Towns. I'm saying just in general. Is Karl Anthony Towns?
I think so. Hold on, I think so. I mean, I don't.
All right, y'all hear this?
Hold on, I didn't. No. I'm talking about percentage wise. Hold on. Let me pull up the percentage. I might listen. Right, Larry Bird overall is a better shooter than Towns. I'm talking about this 3-ball. I'm not talking about everywhere else on the floor. But hold on, I'm going to go into research mode. Let me go into research mode. because we want to big up Larry Bird.
The numbers, man. That's what I'm trying to say.
We want to big up the great Larry Bird. He shot 37% from 3 points in his career. Towns is shooting over 40% for his career. We gotta, like, if you're gonna look at numbers, we gotta really like we can't just say what we want because it sounds great. Like, Larry Bird is a great player. Larry Bird is a way better player than Towns. That's not the debate, right? Larry Bird probably overall, like, if you add the field, right, he's probably a better shooter than Towns too, because Towns don't shoot as much field, like, 2-point, like mid-range 2-point shots. So Bird, I'm gonna give him that. I don't even care what the field goal percentage say. I'm not even looking at that. I got his numbers up there, right? Bird is shooting 37% from 3 for his career, right? He does have some 40% seasons, but at the same time, for his career, he's 37%.
But
right?
The point I'm saying is, like, people say numbers don't lie, but I say numbers don't tell the whole story. Like, you just can't go just look at the field goal percentage like, oh, he's the better shooter.
But it's hard to argue. No, you're right. But it's hard to argue, right, when guys are shooting less threes. Like, Bird's greatest year when he shot threes was 3.3. If Towns shot 3.3 threes a game, like, any year, that would probably be amongst his worst year. Towns is shooting more threes at a better percentage. That means he's a better shooter, right? I'm not gonna take away from your greatness because you're shooting less. Like, if Bird was shooting a higher percentage than Towns or the same percentage, I would probably say, okay, they're probably even. But Towns is shooting a greater percentage, and he's shooting more threes. That's what makes him the best 3-point shooting big man. He's the only He's the only big man to win the skills competition and the 3-point competition. The brother he's very skilled and very talented, right?
No, I'm not denying it. I just don't think he's better shooting than Dirk.
I mean, I already did this show already. I hate to go back in time, but Dirk is a great shooter too. I'm not trying to take away from Dirk. These guys are all great players. I'm not here to pull anybody down, but Dirk shot 38% from 3 for his career, which is really impressive, but it's still not on the level of Karl Anthony Towns, right? He played more years than Towns, right? I think Nowitzki only had a couple of years where he shot 40% from 3, which is fine, right? Towns he's averaging 40% for his career. Like, that's not 1 year or 2 year or 3 years. That's his career of 40%. I don't think no other big man is doing that. In fact, I know no other big man is doing that because before Towns came, it was Dirk, right? Now we got Towns. Towns is shooting 42% from 3 for his career. 42% for his career. I mean, I'm sorry, 40% for his career. 42 on the season. My bad. I had it mixed up. Either way, 40% for his career and 42% this year. Towns is in the top 5 in 3-point shooting percentage for big men every single year. Or top 10. If he's not top 5, he's top 10. He's in the tops every year. 42%, 41%. Then he had a bad year, 37%, but he only played 29 games. 41%, 39%, 41%, 40%, 42%. This boy is an assassin out there, B. No one else has numbers like that, bro. I'm sorry, man. I didn't want to do this because I already did a show breaking this down. But
I still think Dirk was shooting, but
I wasn't even sharing the screen. My bad, y'all. I didn't even have the screen up there. Hold on, just to show you I'm not capping. This is Towns. He shoots 40%, right? I forgot because I'm still in studio mode. And then this is Dirk Nowitzki, 38%, just so they can see I'm not capping. See that, y'all? See that? And then Larry Bird, 37%. So how can I say these guys are better than Towns when he's shooting more threes than these guys and he's shooting a better percentage? That's the argument. Okay, cool. I'm backing out of there.
I feel you.